Because I'm learning in Ponivid's Yeshiva, I think I've gained more than I would have gained anywhere else in the world.
The level of the learning here is very, very high.
We feel here that we're part of a chain of that Torah, of that Masorah being passed on from one generation to another.
I'm here because of what's going on here. Torah, and that's it, nothing else, just pure unadulterated Torah.
It's a place where a person, if he sits and learns seriously, can do a lot of striking.
Ponivid's is the greatest of all the yeshivas. Reb Shach said it was the mother of all the yeshivas, but today is the greatest of all the yeshivas.
The Ponivid's believed in whatever he said. He believed when he built the yeshiva, although it was during the Holocaust, he built the yeshiva for hundreds of Talmidim, and people thought that he was crazy because nobody ever believed that there would be a yeshiva for hundreds of Bochrim, number one. And nobody was sure at the time if Chalila v'chas the Nazis won't do anything to Israel at all. People thought that something was wrong with him. But he believed that he will open a yeshiva. Somebody said to him, Ponivid's, the Nazis are on the way to Israel. Why are you doing all this? So he said, but till they come, there'll be a yeshiva. He said in Yiddish, aber bis sie kommen et me lernen. They'll be learning till they come. For that alone is worthwhile opening a yeshiva.
And he laid the groundstone when Rommel was 10 days away from Israel. So somebody said to him, what are you, Meshuggah? You're going to build a yeshiva for 500 people. There wasn't 500 yeshiva bochum in the world then. And Rommel got beaten by the British Army in El Alamein. And somebody says to him, it's in Yiddish, build a yeshiva for 500 bochum. You're cholamesach, you're dreaming. He said, I'm dreaming, but I'm not sleeping.
The terror that's going on over here, the hasmad in the yeshiva is always tremendous, and I think that's because of the Mesiras Nefesh, the Ponivid's that he had. There was nothing else that mattered to him, just that there should be more Torah in the world, and to try to build what the Nazi Machshman destroyed of the Torah in pre-war Europe. I think that gives a lot to the purity of the Torah that's learned here, just to be able to focus on one's learning. That's what Ponivid's was looking to put into the yeshiva, and I think that he accomplished that. That's what's going on here.
Ponivid's is a yeshiva where there are many, many students that have capability and possibility of studying the way they want and without being pushed to a certain way of learning, rather learning in the way they feel the most comfortable, which brings out the best in people. And that is what makes Ponivid's so special.
Baruch Hashem, the people here, it's a powerhouse. There are people with over 1,000 Avreichim sitting in this space of Medrash, all learning that same Gemara. So you can almost see the Loiva and the Malva, the borrower and the lender, you can almost see them walking around over here. And because everyone's learned that same Gemara, that same thing, and something fantastic. And so the energy that there is in this kollel, you enter here, there's only one thing people are discussing the whole time, is learning and learning. You walk out, somebody's walking you home, he's asking you a question on the Gemara. Like, there's no other currency, it's just learning and learning and learning.
There's the tremendous atmosphere of total immersion in learning. There's no kind of distractions. If you come here, there's only one thing to do. It's what to do is to learn. And everything's catered for. You don't have to run around to try and get yourself a bed or food. Everything's there for you. You just have to sit and learn. The food is ready for you. You come, back to the yeshiva, everything's washed. Everything is just laid on a plate for you. And this is what the Ponivic system is set up, that the person who wants to immerse himself completely in learning, he has this opportunity, a wonderful opportunity. When we come down to the dining room, the table, the people are, what are they talking about? They're talking about what they learned in the study halls. This is their life, this is their water, this is their oxygen. The world is a different world, a world of Torah learning, a world of character formation, a world of Musa, a world of looking for the truth.
The Rosh Yeshivas that built and sculpted the place, they're the Elim that were here, and they placed their imprint on the yeshiva. And obviously, when you're living and surrounded with such godless people that grew up with nothing in their lives except for Torah, so obviously Torah is going to shine through, and people are going to look for Torah.
This is Rosh Yeshiva Rebel Pavarsky. He's now coming to give his shir. He's well over 80, and you can see the Bochrim are talking to him and learning. They take him from his house, they talk to him learning from his house, until he comes into the Chiddush Shurim. They talk to him, and he talks the whole time learning from his house, until the shir and after the shir. Tremendous, unique in his way, tremendous London in his way, and unique, massive as well, having over to the well over the 80s, still with a young spark to him. This is the other Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Gershon Lindstein. He was very unique in his way. He's already over 90, and the Ponivic took him many years ago. He's one of the leading Gedolim today. He's unbelievable honor in every aspect. A giant in Torah. Gershon, when he gives Shurim, the room which he gives the lecture in is outbursted until they have to put loudspeakers outside. The loudspeakers outside, obviously it's overcrowded too. People are out there to listen, to grab each word which he says, because you're not only talking about someone who's giving over Torah from the past generation, you're talking about someone who's unique in his way. The Bochrim feel it, boys have great respect for him. The boys know that they have to grab in every day because they are so special and so unique in their way.
Since I've been here, the yeshiva has blossomed and grown immensely. If you take a look, even at the tremendous we're looking at over here, not only didn't the benches exist where the Bochrim sit here and learn, actually the entire floor didn't exist. This was part of the Oil Kedoshim as one big room. But the yeshiva has also grown, and there are Rabbanim. Many more Rabbanim have been added to the yeshiva to accommodate the need of the amount of quality, high-level Bochrim which have joined the yeshiva.
And the Kol Torah is booming. The tremendous growth that we see is in the Ruchnisdik part with the student body, and the amount of people that are learning and the intensity of learning. That's what the Ponivic Rav wanted, that was his legacy, and that's what his grandson is carrying on.
Ponivic Yeshiva over the past 10-20 years has exploded in size, where there was enough place in one Beis Medrash on this mountaintop to fit everybody in, and another small Beis Medrash to fit all the Avreichim in. Today there's not enough place in 4 or 5 Batei Midrashos, and they keep on expanding into other buildings that were meant for as a library or as a memorial, which stood for other purposes until there was no other choice but to fill it up with people who study there. Literally 24 hours 7, you could find people here learning at every hour of the day.
There's many yeshivas in Eretz Yisrael, and Baruch Hashem, yeshiva gedolah, yeshiva ketanis, and new ones are opening the whole time. And there are very many Rosh Yeshivas and Magidi Shiurim in the yeshivas which went through Ponivic, yeshiva and Ponivic Kohen. Because it's a place where Talmidei Chachamim grow. And that's why it's so important to support the yeshiva, they should be able to, and the koilel, in order they should be able to carry on to provide Talmidei Chachamim for Klal Yisrael. That is the future of Klal Yisrael. The Torah should go from generation to generation. This is a place where big Talmidei Chachomim have grown and are growing, Be'ez Hashem, and will grow.
To keep the yeshiva, to the daily running of the yeshiva, you're speaking about thousands of mouths that have to be fed 3 times a day.
They've got 1,000 people in the kollel. They've got 1,000 bochrim. They've got the boti overs. They've got a school, a special school now, Stot for girls. They've got another yeshiva. The girls are learning a trade. They've got a massive, enormous budget, tens of millions or hundreds of millions a year. It's 2,000 people having 3 meals a day there.
The schus of a person who supports Torah, obviously if he learns this himself, is as well as important, but as important is someone who supports Torah, someone who can support Torah. Even those that can't support Torah on a larger scale because they can't afford it, everything counts. Everything helps towards the yeshiva.
And the impact that anyone's Torah learning has in the world is immeasurable. We know that any Torah that's learned, so besides from making the person who's learning a better person, it has an immediate effect and impact on the entire world. And the whole world is raised, the level of Kedusha in the whole world is raised.
Chazal teach us that Talmud Torah is Keneged Kulam, and the Mefarshim explain, the commentators explain, that means that the people who study Torah, they make the world a better place. Not only that the mitzvah is greater, it makes the world a better place. Because the more a person is attached to the Torah, the better of a person he is, the better a person he is for society. And in Ponivish is where people are taught to be attached to the Torah in the utmost form.